Hey guys, 1 second. Our good friend Lee is here. Magnetic North Adventures. I heard Lee mention over at Cat and Jack's his nature-based spirituality, which I find absolutely beautiful and always have. From a very young age, I was drawn towards shamanic practices, being in cooperation with the source. We are of nature. Uh, a nature-based spirituality is just returning to the source, returning to who we truly are, honoring that from which life itself springs from. Seems pretty simple, doesn't it? And yet we complicate everything. Oh, there you are, says Cat. The last place that you would expect to see me. Cat says, so Yogi, good morning. I love you, beautiful Yogi. I love you too, beautiful Cat. Sorry. I love you too, beautiful, beautiful Cat. Cat is doubly beautiful. I say it twice. Beautiful because I want to signify the depth of seeing. We can certainly choose to see things on the surface, right? And Cat is certainly beautiful on the surface. Beautiful young lady. However, if we were to stop there, if we were just to stop there, we would miss the entirety of the beauty of which Cat is, which is seen soul deep, all the way to the heart. And Yoga Hidra, it's called the heart center, which is different than the heart chakra. Hey, Sean. Sean, you need to get some sleep, my friend. Lay down and relax. Let everything go. When you get to that depth, when you get to that heart center, now you're seeing beauty. You're seeing from which all true beauty arises from. Any single person that you encounter can serve in that capacity. I like choosing Cat. I don't know why. I just do. But we can choose anyone during the course of the day, including those that we come across who push our buttons, who we disagree with, who, for whatever reason, offer us nothing but insult, injury, and hurt. We can look and we can ask, can I see the truth instead of this? Can I see how God created and not how my perception created? My perception in cooperation. Co. Remember cooperation? Co. Hey, Miss Flipper. Still time to lay down just a little bit. Let's see. I3 Adder says, here I am, finally. Been waiting for you. Oogie Boogie says, hi. Works well with today's lesson. What is today's lesson? For you, my friend. What's today's lessons for Cat and Jack? And if William was here, I wanted to cover lesson 1. So I know William offered his reason why he was working more than one lesson a day. The only thing that the course asks of you, don't do more than one lesson a day. Don't think you know more, because that's the point, the issue of every single problem. We think, therefore we mess things up. Isn't that in the Bible somewhere? Miss Flipper, right? It's in the Bible somewhere. I think, therefore I muck everything up. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Follow the direction that has worked for countless people over 50 years now. Miss Flipper says, hello to Squirrel. Hey, Sniper. So, Sean, lay down for just a little bit. Ronald says, might fall asleep, but I'm here now. You know what? I hope you do fall asleep. If you fall asleep, it's because you needed sleep. And if you need sleep, let's get it. Don't even remember what I was talking about, guys. I do got some things on my mind, of course. So I did want to cover lesson 1. Some people never get past lesson 1. I didn't get past lesson 1 several times when I first started. Who the heck, sorry for my language, wants to hear that nothing I see means anything when I can clearly look around the room right here on my desktop and find all kinds of things that mean a whole lot to me. Gifts that I've given, long cherished books that I've had for decades, notebooks filled with things that I've written, watches that are going to let me know when I go out and take a walk and keep track of how many miles that I've run, photographs, people that I care about. I can look around and I'm supposed to say, this does not mean anything. Lesson 1 says, nothing I see in this room, on this street, from the window in this place means anything. Here's the instructions, guys. Look slowly around you and practice applying this idea very specifically to whatever you see. Very specifically, whatever your eyes land upon. This desk does not mean anything. This phone, that's right, I'm pointing at you, does not mean anything. This watch does not mean anything. If I go outside or I look further away from where I am, out the door, that bag of stuff that needs to be recycled does not mean anything. It actually doesn't. That wall does not mean anything. That room in which my mom and dad shared together, in which I took care of my dad for the last several years of his life, to which I would sit down and we'd have many, many discussions on politics and science, philosophy, and just listening to his stories of the well-lived life. Doesn't mean anything. I can go outside, look at all the cars. I can see a beaver. I can see, who knows? None of it means anything. All right, I'm done with A Course in Miracles, man. I don't need that negativity in my life. Positive vibes only, guys. And yet we miss the point. The first 50 or so lessons in A Course in Miracles is interspersed with negation. We want to strip ourselves from all that we perceive, all that we've preconceived, so that we can learn how to see. I don't want to give away too much. I want everyone to get there. So notice that these statements are not in any kind of order. They're not arranged in any kind of order, and make no allowances for difference in the kinds of things to which they are applied. Indiscriminate is the word of the day. This is the purpose of the exercise. The statement should merely be applied to anything you see. As you practice the idea for today, use it totally indiscriminately. I told you it was the word for the day, and you didn't believe me. Do not attempt to apply it to everything you see, for these exercises should not be ritualistic. So don't go out today and go, this doesn't mean anything, that doesn't mean anything. You don't want it to turn it into a ritual. It's an exercise. Only be sure that nothing you see is specifically excluded. One thing is like another as far as the application for this idea is concerned. You can practice this, let's see, twice a day, each day, every day, for today. Preferably morning and evening. Just a minute. So just practice that. See what happens. Twice today. Today, right now, when we did it, and then later today. Let me dive back in the chat. Say hi to everyone. Miss Pippa says, 154, I am among the ministers of God, and I am grateful that I have the means by which to recognize that I am free. Interesting. It's been something I've been thinking about. We would love the ministers of God to come to us, cloaked in love, giving us fish and loaves, or as a vegan, I'd have to return the fish, offering us miracles, being kindly, excellent advice, helping us manifest. The minister of God is the one that makes it difficult to forgive because it's calling to us to do the work. A minister of God is everyone. When we choose to be able to see, we have given that holy instant of which I wrote about this morning in my little blog. Thank you, Miss Flipper. Sean says, I have to go shower and shave before tomorrow. All right, Sean, you have a good day, my friend. Seppa says, Terra Mantis, low frequency. We don't do. I didn't see them come in. Positive Crash Out Vlog says, good morning, my friend. Thanks for being here. Positive Crash Out Vlogs says, welcome on her channel. This space is all about spreading good energy, empowering quotes, and feel good moments. And I've been there, visited, spent some time there yesterday, and it truly, truly is. Come by with me and my subscribers and manifest your best life one smile at a time, one smile at a time. Thank you so much for being here. Let's mod you up immediately because you're awesome. Guys, if you can reach out, support, send some love, and help with the mission. Help with the mission. What's the mission? It's just to love. It's to forgive. It's to love. Here's the why of forgiveness. It's a means. It doesn't really exist. Forgiveness is an illusion as well. Miss Flipper and I talked about this not too long ago, right? Remember the lesson from Ramana Maharshi when he talked about having a thorn in the palm of your hand and using another thorn to take it out? That other thorn is forgiveness, and then you throw them both away. You don't need it any longer. But we need it as long as we need it. And it's not for us to say when we don't. When there's nothing left to forgive, we no longer need forgiveness. As long as we see a world instead of heaven, there's something to forgive. Let's see. Positive Crash Out says, love 100 and 100. Absolutely, my friend. Sniper has subbed to positive. Hey, Susanna. Susanna, how are you? Nice to see you. We put the thorns there. We did put the thorns there. We don't even realize it. But when you do realize it, you look at it and you think, oh, crap, why did I do that? And then you go ahead and you do it again and again and again. Just because we get that little satori, as they say in Zen, an awakening moment in Course in Miracles, called a holy instant, just because we get it doesn't mean we're good at it yet. It's a glimpse of reality, but just a glimpse. We keep practicing so that we can glimpse again, and we can glimpse longer, and we can glimpse deeper, and we can eventually continuously turn that glimpse into a way of seeing. We'll get there. You know why? We got great teachers like Miss Flipper. We got great teachers like Kat. We got great teachers like Jack. Guess what? Dogs are our greatest teachers. And we got great teachers like Sniper and Positive Crash Out Vlogs. All y'all. That's right. Hey, Kat, you still here? How southern did I sound when I said y'all? If I make it down to Tennessee and I throw in that y'all, you think people are going to be like, look at that Yankee pretending that he's southern? When I visit my family in Pennsylvania, they're like, look at that southern guy trying to fit in with us Yankees. Kat says you did good. Well, thank you. Positive says, yes, one step at a time, one smile at a time, too. I love that you put that. A smile reveals everything. A true smile, true, straight from the heart, reveals everything. It's the resurrection that got the atonement rolling, not the crucifixion. And yet somehow for some reason, hey Buddha. Buddha says, namaste, namaste to you, my friend. Somehow, for some reason, we decided to make a really big thing about the crucifixion, didn't we? It's almost surprising that we don't celebrate Good Friday as the actual holiday instead of Easter, because we have put such prominence on the crucifixion, and yet the crucifixion was unnecessary. I love the lesson of the in A Course in Miracles. It says the only lesson of the cross is that we all survive our moment of crucifixion, not just us being crucified, but crucifying others. And yet, in every moment, we can choose the resurrection. We can allow people to be reborn within our sight. Let me take that back. Sight being equivalent to the physical eyes. Everyone can be reborn when we choose vision to see people who they truly are. That's forgiveness. And nope, it's not easy. Thank you, Buddha. I'm only going to be live for about 5 more minutes. I'm looking for that hint of sun. It's coming up. Miss Bibbin says, no, Sherlock, Death Worship Regime is extremely popular. It is. It's still weird. Miss Pepper comes hand in hand with the cargo cult too. What is a cargo cult? So we could say perhaps that the crucifixion was necessary in order to teach us the lesson that forgiveness is what heals. Without forgiveness, there would have been no resurrection. Jesus forgave the illusion that he was a body. Jesus forgave the illusion that those who attacked him, those that crucified him, those that taunted him and tortured him, could have an actual effect on who he truly were. And more so, that their actions had an actual effect on who they truly were. Keep that in mind, because that's important. Meaning those who seem to attack you today are simply confused that their actions have an effect on you, which they don't have to, and that their actions have an effect on who they truly are, which it doesn't. So we are called to see a little bit deeper, which isn't easy because we don't want to. We'd rather have a grievance. We'd rather have a resentment. We'd rather feel like a victim and make other people the source of every single one of our problems. If this person had not done this, guess what? Someone else would have. We would have picked someone because we love to feel like we're a victim. I don't mean to sound that in any way a negative way. We all do. I certainly do. And I blame it on you guys. I blame it on Miss Flipper. I blame it on Cat and Jack for sure. How dare you show up every day and offer me unconditional support and love? That'll show you. I'll teach you. Seeing the Christ in you. Amen to that. Teach only love, it said, because that is what you are. Absolutely. Teach only love. And you too, positive cash out vlogs, showing up here all nice and happy, making me feel bad, giving me a big smile on my face. Miss Pippa says, can't kill love, can only lose sight of it, forget it, neglect it, ignore it, fall asleep, etc. But it remains reality. Maybe hidden, buried, but not destroyed. Absolutely. Rosie says, poor cat, he blamed us in such a good way. And Rosie's here. Don't make me wag my finger at you, Rosie. Remember, I'm 6 years old. I could actually strain a wrist doing some serious finger wagging. I gotta warm up before I do any serious wagging. Get in my stretches for the day. Rich Martinez, The Cave. Salute, Eric. Good morning, Rich Martinez, The Cave. The happiest place to be on all of the YouTubes. There's only one YouTube, but The Cave is the place to be. I've missed it for a bit. I need to get back. I need that happiness in my life. I love people like our friend Positive, like our friend Cat, like our friend Squirrel Sniper when he hangs out at the fire. He create just a happy, positive place to hang out. Guys, do you like good music? Do you like dancing? Rich Martinez, the cave is the place to be. Positive Vibe says, I love it. Laughing. I'm glad. Hey, thank you. You know, you're a key part to this live stream right now today, just bringing a smile to my face. Every single one of you, essential. I don't think I would be quite as happy as I am right now if it wasn't for you. Yes, you. You know who I'm talking to. Miss Pippa says, I haven't wished you a happy birthday in a while, Yogi. It's a happy birthday. Why not? It has been a while. I haven't gotten a happy birthday since probably mid-May, about a week after my actual birthday. I wonder when that will start up again. February. We'll see what happens this year. Next year. All right, guys. I'm putting on my watch. You know what that means. I'm going to head outdoors. I'm having some camera issues. It's turning off at about 30 seconds. I don't know why. I have a Canon little hand zoom. It's called a power zoom. I got it for a birthday present last year. Use it every single day since. I gave myself an assignment. Speaking of which, Kat, do you have an assignment for me today? Yesterday you gave me lesson 190, paragraph 6. Let me know if you have an assignment. Miss Pippa says, now is always now. B-Day, B-Day boy. You're absolutely right about that. Rosie says, happy late birthday. I haven't heard Big Al say Merry Christmas in a while. He did say it about 2 days ago. Big Al's going to be coming up with a, don't even like saying this, mushy pea pizza. Going to be the first ever on YouTube. Might be the first ever in the entirety of the world. No one before might have had a mushy pea pizza before. Big Al's going to do it, and he's going to do it on a live stream. I hope I'm up for it. I might do some serious meditation beforehand to get in the proper frame of mind. Miss Pippa is sacrilegious. And Miss Pippa will know. She's in the birthplace of pizza, Rome. Kat says, a truly helpful prayer. Hey, so I'm going to try to do a lesson a day because I told a friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours, that I would help with their travel through A Course in Miracles. Thank you for the assignment, Kat. Stay tuned this afternoon. Here's what I love about assignments because it keeps me on point. All right, I got it up. All right, guys, it's time for me to head out. Wish me something. Simpa says, go find a snapping turtle. Funny that you said that, because I did get a snapping turtle, but only floating along just below the surface. Looks like a shadow, but you'll see it. That's why I knew something was up with my phone, because I wanted to film it. I thought it might come out of the water. It did not, but I filmed about 30 seconds and my phone cut off. Bridget says, Kat, I didn't see Jack today. He was there. He was lounging on the bed. Bridget says, what's that? I never heard of that before. Mushy peas? Kat says, happy adventure. Thank you, Kat. All right. I'm out of here, guys. I'm outie, as we kids say. Empire says, yo, mate, my notifications of your live didn't go off. That's okay, Empire. I appreciate you stopping in to say hi. Miss Pepper said something. I love that prayer. Rosie says, good luck. Hopefully your legs don't hurt after you walk or run today. I'm sore. I'm always sore. Always. There's some part of me that is always sore. I think Eric Lapointe can relate to that. What's up, Eric? Eric says, another great live. Thank you, my friend. Hey, I hope today's a good day. Hope it's easier than it was yesterday for you. Rosie says, have fun on your walk. Thank you, my friend. Hey, Signature. Signature, how are you? Speaking of positivity, one of the most positive channels and people on YouTube. Just a beautiful channel. He welcomes you in. A big sweeping welcome. You feel engulfed in how much kindness that he offers. I hope you get a chance to hang out with Signature. Hey guys, Positive Crash Out Vlogs, if you can support, let's get her to 50 subs. So if she wants, she can do some live streaming. I'd love to see her live stream. I think it'd be pretty awesome. And we need stuff like that. Not just on YouTube, we need it in the world. It means you're on a mission. We're going to join you. Empire says, yes, sir, have a good walk. Say hi to the beaver for me. I will. Man, I got some really up-close shots of the beaver the other day, 2 days ago. I walked by it, and I thought it was a rock or a log because it wasn't moving. I thought, it's nothing. And then I stopped and thought, you know what, let's check. And I got a little bit closer. Amazingly, it let me get fairly close. Remember, my one rule of filming nature is least interference. I don't want to cause something to happen. I want to be a witness to something happening. So I don't want to, if I can avoid like startling something, I try not to get too close. If I start getting closer and there's any hesitation on the part of what I'm filming, I stop. So if it says, all I know is my spirit is okay, my body, that's another matter. I feel you on that. Rosie says, did you post the Foxtrot yet? I didn't check out. I did. That was my post last night. All right, guys, I love you. I'll be back later. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see everyone if you're around. As we were saying with Selma last night, I'm live every day at 5, 1, and 5:25. Thanks, guys.